a nice feed bed that comes out in front. So we made 4 sets here. We made one. Well, first off, we punched a bunch of holes and we were looking for water depth, and we didn't have a ton of water depth. A lot of places we'd punch a hole. You can see, I think I had one over here where we punch a hole, stick this down in, and only have 3-4 inches of water. So we looked for places of runs. We found just off the front of the food bed, one deep spot here, off the side, one deep spot. Towards their dam, we found a deeper spot, and then there's a nice pinch point that may not regularly have beaver activity, but we made a set there in case there's a beaver out and cruising around. So normally, I'd recommend that after you make, look at Joey on top of the hut. He's talking, telling us there's something smells inside there. Joey, come here, get off the hut. So normally, I would recommend letting these sit for at least 2 days after you set it up. You know, there's a lot of commotion associated with setting up a hut, but we set this up on a Saturday. Again, we work full-time jobs, so we just kind of, I'll check it today on Sunday, and then we'll let it sit for a couple more days. So this run right here is coming off the front of their food bed. This is some darker water, so I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to see. It's funny, I brought my my lightweight pick because we've only had one night of ice, but it was -20 last night, so maybe I should have brought my heavier pick. Yeah, this water's too dark to see, so I'm going to have to chip out enough to raise this up. I try not to chip this all out because this ice is being held in, or this ice is holding in my wires. But, oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was the trap firing, so there was nothing in this set. We'll have to remake it. Let's hope we still have our bait here. Yep. So I'll show you how to make this set real quick. If you follow us, you'll know that we make this a lot. Super simple. This is just a hanging baited body grip set. Clean this out a little bit so we don't fire it heading in. But yeah, if I could, if I had all the time in the world and the schedule that I could run, kind of at my own pace, I would definitely let these sit for 2 days before checking, or at least 2 days in between checks. Oh, this thing came undone too. How'd that look, Riley? Is that even?
Looks pretty even.
All right. That's the hanging set. Back down into the water column it goes. All right. Check our other ones. This one. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm looking for bubbles. And admittedly, I'm not seeing them here. And bubbles are usually indicative of there being an animal underneath. But just because you don't have bubbles doesn't necessarily mean that nothing is caught. So this is a sideways potato set. And I'm just gonna feel down here for the springs, and that is still set. So we'll let that go. We got 2 more checks. I thought for sure this hole right here, because there was some water still on top of the ice, I thought there would be something going on here, but there's very shallow. But we did find an area of depth just off this bank that we
Big bubble.
suspended a trap in. And we got some bubbles here, which is exciting. Let's see if there's anything associated with it. try to get these pieces of ice out just so there's not a bunch of big ice chunks under there for the beaver to see. Same thing as that last site, it's just too dark to see, so I need to do some more chopping. That feels pretty light, and it's still set. But that tells me that there's movement under ice, which is at least good. All right, I don't know what happened here, but this is why you always tie your traps off.
Whoa.
This was a suspended set. There were two, pieces of wire going down in. I always add this. This is all twisted up.
Something happened.
Which means something happened under ice. So we're gonna double check. But you see, there's water depth, or this ice depth here, and the water's so far below. This was actually Riley's set. She identified this pinch point between this bit of land and this bit of land, and we punched a hole, and there was like, a good 20 inches of water.
What?
Is that Joey?
Yeah.
What's in there? All right, well, you got something. We've got, oh my goodness, holy crap. We've got a perfect catch on a massive beaver. Holy crap. Look at the size of that thing. I'm sorry, Joey, come here. Come here. What is that? Wow. That thing is massive. That's the reason that we use these types of traps. These are full closure traps. This animal's caught right behind the head. This was a quick death, but it's a big animal. And so we like those full closure traps because they do a really good job. That's also why we always tie it off. You don't.
It's the size of Joey. The thing's huge.
Joey knew there was something in there. Yeah, Joey, what is that? Gosh, this is an awesome beaver. This thing is cool. All right, let's get this out of here. Check it out. I would not have expected such a big beaver. What is it, Joe? Wow. All right, let's get a little cleaned up here. Get some of that mud off it. This time of year, it's really nice because you can give your beavers a snow bath. But I don't know, Riley, this might be close to that magic number. Look at the size of that thing. Joey, what do you think? Oh wow. That's well over 50 pounds. That might be pushing 60. Maybe not. 52, 54.
We'll include the weight at the end of the video.
But we will include the weight at the end of the video. Take a guess in the comments. We still gotta get this back to Fur Shed. Take guesses to what you think that is. This was baited on Aspen. So we know that this is a hot spot. Again, Riley's good eye. You can see the dams down there, huts over there. There's just this pinch point where anyone who, any beaver that comes out here is gonna circle back through. And they did, Riley. Good eyes. All right, we're gonna get this out of here. We're back at the Fur Shed and we got this beaver thawed out and now we're gonna weigh it. And I thawed it out so we can get an accurate weight, I don't want to be just getting water weight here. I want to know how much this animal truly weighs. So it's a big beaver. I'm feeling around here for nipples to see if it's a breeding female that have long, elongated nipples. I'm not feeling them. So this may be the male. We won't know until we get inside. Let's see how much this thing weighs. is the tail gonna go on the wall. All right, it is 51.8 pounds. So it's not quite that 60-pound range, but boy, those beavers, once they get over 50, they just look so darn big. So this critter is gonna earn itself a spot on our on our tail wall. Any beaver that's over 50 pounds, we trace out the tail so you can see a lot of the old marks and stuff. And it's just a fun way for us to remember these beavers. So 50 pounds is not a small beaver. Good luck out there, guys, and tight chains.